Hello again, and I am back 3 hours later for a almost has to be better than the last one E3 conference, this time for Bethesda. My prediction, someone, doesn't matter who, is going to come out with a big sign on him that says Fallout 76, and he's going to say, "We fucked up," and then walk off, and then the presentation will be over. Uh, Here we go. Why couldn't I find that before? Since this is apparently going to start late, I am going to go ahead and be updating my schedule in the meantime. Oh, there it goes. Never mind. I mean, it's still late. It's even more late than the Microsoft conference was. Come on. There we go. See, that puts it about a minute 15 late.
With a game, there is no game without the players.
Really, it all comes down to you.
Really?
Without you, there is no game. There's no one to play it.
No one to interact with it. You keep us in check.
And we appreciate that.
Or are they trying to distract us from the whole everybody being mad at them for everything thing?
You're always there with us.
You are definitely not afraid to tell us how you feel.
Your feedback sometimes challenges us, but it forces us to be always challenging ourselves.
You empathize with us as developers and with each other as a community. It's really beautiful.
I'm Dinga Bakaba, and I used to take a week off every time a Bethesda game came out.
My name is Mark Diaz, and when I was 8 years old, I used to sneak over to my buddy's house to play Doom.
I'm Rich Lambert. Daggerfall was one of the very first games that got me into the Elder Scrolls world.
I'm Dana Christo, and I started out as a 16-year-old gamer who just wanted to bring joy to others through video games.
And now I'm game director at Arcane Studios.
Now I'm a game programmer at id Software.
Now I get to be a part of building that world as the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
Now I'm a UI programmer at Bethesda Game Studios, and it's everything I could have dreamed of. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
We see you.
Because we are you.
And together,
Together?
We are all. We are all.
we are all.
We are all. We are all.
Oh, good, it's about over.
Please welcome Bethesda's Senior Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
Thank you. Thank you very much. How are you? Feel good? Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Thank everyone watching around the world to tuning in to watch our 5th annual E3 showcase. This is a night dedicated to those who love games, who love the incredible entertainment that games provide. This past year, you fought demons on Mars and Nazis in America. You were assassins in the Empire, adventurers in Tamriel, and survivors. A lot of those.
Yeah,
Survivors in the
until the
Wasteland.
one everybody cares about.
And you've embarked on these amazing adventures on PC, console, VR, mobile, or wherever and however you choose to play. And that's the key. You take the worlds that we create and you make them yours. You share your experiences with other players, with friends, and with family. With our games, you've built large global communities that truly matter. This year, we want to give special recognition to the extraordinary Bethesda community. As you saw in our opening video, you mean everything to us. I've almost been at this company for 20 years. And when I first started, one of my first responsibilities was moderating the community forums, chatting with you and keeping you up to date on our games. It was a great way to start my career at Bethesda because it was the perfect reminder of why we do what we do. And like so many others at Bethesda, I've spent a lot of time with you at events around the world. I've enjoyed meeting so many of you and getting your thoughts and feedback. So tonight, we'll be taking time throughout the show to hear directly from some of you in the Bethesda community. We are thrilled tonight to show our fans the lineup of great games we've been creating just for you, including the premiere of some exciting new games, and we'll go deep on Doom Eternal. So, if you're ready, let's kick it off, and to get an update from our friends at one of the most celebrated development studios in the world, Bethesda Game Studios. Please welcome studio head and my good friend, Todd Howard.
Well, y'all have mostly given me time to
Thank you.
fix all the
Great to see everybody.
typos in my schedule.
We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here.
I agree.
Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever. And it's all of you who have made these worlds what they are. Take Fallout 76.
Never mind.
A type of game we'd never done before. Had a lot of difficulties at launch. And
It still
got
does.
a lot of well-deserved criticism.
You still are.
But the team kept working on it, and you kept playing it. And through all of that,
most people quit
something
already.
amazing has happened. It's thanks to all of you. This game has one of the best online communities we've ever seen. We made a post-apocalyptic survival game where you can do whatever you want, and everybody's nice to each other. They don't go on killing griefing sprees. They leave food and water for the newbies and wave to each other. I don't know about you. This should give us all hope for humanity.
You
when the
literally
apocalypse does
made the
come.
game in such a way where they have no other choice but to act like that.
And we have a lot more in store this year for Fallout 76. But first, Our latest game, The Elder Scrolls Blades, is in early access. And thanks to all of you, it became our second straight #1 mobile game after Fallout Shelter. Absolutely incredible. And to tell you what's coming to Blades, let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt Carafano.
I'm assuming this audience is literally just a big laugh track. Cheering version.
Thanks, Todd. It's great to be here at E3. And thanks again to all of you for making Blades #1.
As someone who's worked on the Elder Scrolls for 20 years, it's been incredible to bring this world to your phones in an all-new way.
After all,
We
the
still love those classic
backlash at
dungeon
Elder
crawlers,
Scrolls
and
Blades
some
was
here,
possibly
huge
bigger than
improvements.
Fallout 76.
And
Everybody
whether you're
just
exploring a dungeon
forgot
or
about it
living
after a
in
day
town,
in that
it's great
case.
to be able to do it wherever you are.
Since it's E3, we're releasing our biggest update yet, featuring all new jobs and solo arena battles, an all-new custom jewelry system, and a brand new Dragon quest line. Yeah. It has even more, but best of all, it's coming out tonight. So, download free tonight and give it a try.
And we're also hard at work on our arena mode for this fall that'll feature PvP, your own guilds, and visiting your friends' towns. But most exciting this year, we're also bringing Blades to an all-new platform, Switchblades.
I'd be excited for this if the game were any good. But considering it's a game everyone's already played, so
Yes, Blades is coming this fall to the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it's still free.
Blades is the perfect fit for the Switch. You can play on the go, on your TV, and with motion controls. But best of all, it's cross-play and cross-progression with the mobile version. So you can
most of the stuff you just said is outside the target demographic of your game.
And all your progress will carry over. And it's playable here at E3 in our booth and Nintendo's. Yeah.
And for those of you playing on mobile, we also have some special rewards for both our Apple and Google players this week. So download tonight and let us know what you think. Thanks again.
Now, let me introduce Jeff and Tom to tell you what's coming to Fallout 76.
Hi, I'm project leader Jeff Gardner.
And I'm co-studio director Tom Mustaine.
On behalf of everyone at Bethesda Game Studios, we want to thank the millions of you who have played with us, stuck with us, and helped shape the world of Fallout 76.
Absolutely. It's incredible what the game has become. You've told us how much you've loved this year's updates so far, from camp building, legendary weapons, player vending, and of course, the dreaded sheep squatch. We've also been working on our biggest update yet. It's called Wastelanders, and it will fundamentally change the game.
It's been some time since Vault 76 opened its door. And we all discovered that Appalachia isn't quite what it used to be. We encountered a lot of things. Overcame a lot of things. I don't think any of us expected for people to actually come back.
Are you from that vault? Can you help us?
NPCs, wow. You mean that normal thing that you normally always have?
Here in Appalachia, folk rebuilding, fighting back.
Still just as janky as ever.
By your side. We've been everywhere and seen everything. And the one thing we've learned is this. You gotta claim the wasteland before it claims you. The question is, are you with us or with them?
They look the same to me. Remember that game that one of our key advertising points was that there were no NPCs, it was all players? Now it has NPCs. Because we realized we were stupid.
Not just NPCs, but a full quest line, new rewards, and as you saw, full dialogue trees.
This is a long-term story we're telling. Year one was about the vault doors opening and all of you settling the wasteland.
Year one was about nothing happening.
To reclaim it. Like previous Fallout games, these characters have their own stories and goals. It's up to you to choose how to interact with them and live with those consequences.
The Wastelanders update is coming this fall and will be free for all Fallout 76 players. And in the spirit of free, we're doing something special just for E3. Fallout 76 is going to have a free trial for everyone starting tomorrow.
That's right. It's the perfect time to see what Fallout 76.
I mean, there's plenty of people who already couldn't get a refund on the game, so I guess they could just try it anyway.
So many of you are going to be joining us. We thought we'd also give you a sneak peek this week at an all-new game mode. Check it out.
Is it a game mode where you can actually shoot people? Because you couldn't do that before.
Your first test was making it to the vault. Now, your real trial begins. Currently, there is no overseer of Vault 51. Perhaps you will be the one. We are in serious need of leadership, so I have devised a unique process of elimination. A battle to the death is the only sure way to
Yeah, it's a battle royale.
your candidate. This should prove interesting.
Yeah, it's a battle royale. So finally you can actually shoot people. You didn't realize that's the reason people weren't griefing before, is because they literally couldn't. Is that how the circle closes or something?
There can only be one overseer. Good luck.
That's... You totally stole that line from Highlander. And everybody knows it.
Fuck yeah, we put a battle royale in Fallout 76.
Everybody already predicted you were going to do
Nuclear
this.
Winter is a battle royale born from the Fallout universe. From power armor to perk cards, from camp building to contending with wasteland creatures, and of course, my personal favorite, nukes. It's a great free addition to an already huge game. We love playing it, and we think you will too.
So check out the sneak peek and let us know what you think. Remember, all of Fallout 76, including Nuclear Winter, is free to try this week on all platforms.
Somebody actually said nuclear in real life. Was that unironically? I can't tell.
Jump in tomorrow. We can't wait to see you.
Thanks again.
Remember, everything we've talked about that's coming this year is free. We get to represent hundreds of passionate developers across 4 studio locations in North America working on multiple projects. Yes, we're still hard at work on our next-gen RPGs, Starfield, and of course, Elder Scrolls 6.
I kind of doubt we'll see either of those here.
We know how precious these game worlds are
Those
to all of you.
chances
and they
actually
are to
just
us.
lowered now that you mention
We know
them.
the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love, what you'd like to see us do better. Thank you again, everybody, for your support, but really, even more so, I want to thank everybody for believing in us. Thank you.
Please welcome the founder of Tango Gameworks, Mr. Shinji Mikami.
Yeah, I know this guy.
Hello.
Trying to make sure I'm interpreting his shirt correctly.
My team in Tokyo. It's Monday morning there, but they are watching. みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。Tonight, I am excited to announce the next game from Tango. Ghostwire Tokyo.
Okay, what kind of game is it?
It is an action-adventure game in which you will fight.
God, they call everything action-adventure these days.
And rid the city of supernatural evil. I think you'll love it. To tell you more about Ghostwire Tokyo, here is creative director at Tango, Ikumi Nakamura.
I don't think I know this one.
Wow. Wow, so many people. Wow, thank you. ありがとうございます。And such a big stage makes me nervous. I'll do my best to speak in English.
We wouldn't mind if you just used a translator.
Action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game that we are known for. People are vanishing in Tokyo. You must find out why. You will encounter conspiracies and the occult. You have to explore the world, face challenges to uncover the truth and save humanity. In the game, you will meet spirits, some dangerous, some peaceful, and survivors that each have their stories. You will need to ask yourself, is this normal or paranormal? I ask myself this question every time I go to the office. Just kidding. We are very excited. Let's take a look. 見てね. Thank you. Bye bye.
Alright, let's actually see what kind of game this is. this is actually probably the kind of cinematic trailer where we still won't know what kind of game this is. At least it can get me hooked by a cool story, right? Thanos, you overdid it. Also, Persona 3 says hi. Very Persona 3 says hi.
Don't fear the unknown. Attack it.
That's generally how the fear of the unknown line tends to lead.
When I'm not playing Bethesda games, I work as a mechanical engineer.
I work in a hospital. I used to work.
So you only play Bethesda games and work?
In real life, I'm a systems administrator.
Program assistant for a private school for children with autism.
I'm trying to be an artist. I like to think of myself as one.
Make like back
I can see the lights in their reflections in their eyes. You should probably fire your photographer.
I got a YouTube channel.
I make my own yarn. I'm a social worker.
Teaching inmates.
I'm a game developer working at a video game cafe.
I've been a Doom fan since the game came out. I remember being in the 8th grade and a buddy of mine giving me the shareware demo on 3.5-inch floppy disks.
My older brother picked up Fallout 3 and I took his copy and played it when he wasn't home.
Fallout 4. Oh my gosh, that's like my baby.
The scope of that game.
Seriously, this is actually kind of creepy.
A lot bigger than things I was used to.
Just setting foot in Shimmering, the first city that you go to in Somerset.
It's like they're staring into my soul.
You'd be like, oh, I want to go there. And then you could go there, which was wild.
Go out into the world, go in any direction that
I
you want to go.
can't follow what they're saying because their eyes are too distracting.
I played Oblivion. I tell you, it probably saved my life.
It was one of my first experiences with a fantasy world that
It's
was
downright demonic.
immersive.
Love the dragons. Scatter the dragons.
You take down a dragon, you can definitely take down any illness.
Yeah, I hear the word dragon.
Stop adding dragons to your game. Add dragons to Fallout. Add dragons to Rage. Add dragons to everything. Mecha dragons. More dragons.
Oh, good. Yeah, I can't see his eyes from that far away.
Please welcome Studio Director at ZeniMax Online Studios, Matt Fyrour.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, everyone. Wow. Thank you. Yeah! And I just want to shout out to our friend Greg there, the one in the video that really loves dragons. I'm happy to say, Greg, The Elder Scrolls Online has dragons.
And you just announced they were adding it to Blades too, so...
Right now, in fact, players are deep into the Season of the Dragon, our year-long story about greed, revenge, cat people, and of course, dragons.
I wonder, do Khajiit think of cat people as racist?
ESO literally would not exist without you. Watching you play the game, streaming, telling stories, hearing your feedback, we understand that you are the most important part of the world of Tamriel. Thank you. Thank you for making ESO the extraordinary adventure it is today. The past year has been a huge success for ESO. More Game of the Year awards, millions more players have joined. So many, in fact, that we recently added more server capacity just to support all the new players in Tamriel. ESO just keeps getting bigger and better. Just a few days ago, we launched the Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere. The latest chapter in the game where you're able to visit for the first time the homeland of the Khajiit, as well as control the dead as the new Necromancer class. And if you haven't played it yet, Elsewhere is the perfect starting point for new players. When we announced Season of the Dragon, we kicked it off by showing you a video.
I think it'll be the perfect starting point when you bring out the expansion where classes aren't a thing.
Now, I'm really excited to show you what happens next. Check out the world premiere.
Watch the eye thing in that last bit be foreshadowing. This kind of reminds me of how that opening sequence in Skyrim should have gone. Alright, give people the actual ability to do that in the game. Come on, at least summon a bone dragon. I like this guy, or girl. I honestly can't tell, so I'm just gonna say either or. Yep, those scorpions work every time. Except for when they don't. Because the dragon has the wherewithal to dodge. FYI, arrows, in general, very easy to dodge. That's why a lone archer by themselves is usually kind of pointless.
That's right, another cliffhanger. You may have recognized the return of Sai Sahan, the legendary Red Guard Swordmaster. He's the legendary Red Guard Swordmaster you met as part of the original 5 companions. He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard, a group of dragon hunting warriors you've seen in other Elder Scrolls games. He'll be featured in our 4th quarter story DLC named Dragonhold, which will complete the Season of the Dragon. We've got a lot more to share about the return of Sai and the Dragon Guard, which will unveil at QuakeCon later this summer. Before then, keep an eye out for a dungeon DLC adventure called Scalebreaker, which you'll see in August.
Okay, now you're just reminding me of Scalebound. Was that intentional?
Thank you so much for your support of the Elder Scrolls Online. We're humbled by your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm for the game motivates us every day. You guys are seriously awesome. Thank you. But I have something else to talk about. The Elder Scrolls Online isn't the only game in development at ZeniMax Online Studios. We have several
You're making
other
Fallout
projects,
Online?
one of
Oh wait,
which
that's
we're
Fallout
ready to
76.
reveal tonight. And to tell us all about it is the game's creative director, Kira Schlitt.
Doom Battle Royale. I just realized my finger wasn't high enough to be caught on camera.
And now, for something completely different. Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon in free-to-play, mobile game form. Let's take a look.
I don't want to imagine that. You just described my worst nightmare. Actually anything mobile game free to play is pretty much a nightmare. It's a worse nightmare if the game would otherwise have been good. I like the lyrics to the song. It's all the more regretful that this is a free-to-play game. By the way, I am boycotting every one of
There's
those.
a new branch on Commander Keen's family tree, and they're heading to iOS and Android. If you're hearing about Commander Keen for the first time, it was one of the first PC action games created by id Software in the early 90s. Yeah. It starred boy genius Billy Blaze, whose alter ego Commander Keen protected Earth. All of us at ZeniMax Online Studios want to give a really big thanks to our friends at id for trusting us to deliver our modern take on this classic game. So, tonight, as we introduce Commander Keen to a new generation of players, we're also introducing the next generation of heroes. Meet Billy.
Considering you're obviously imrating the heck out of it, I doubt you're really introducing it to very much of a new generation.
His father's footsteps. The new commanders are, of course,
Oh wait,
funny
sometimes I
and
forget
powerful,
there's
but the game is also full of enemies,
kids that have already
allies,
reached 18
and
out
some
there that
really
were
bad guys.
not born back when this was a
Twins
thing.
build wacky gadgets from household items to save the Earth from certain alien destruction. Drag and drop gadgets to summon allies, attack enemies, and move through the environment. Choose from a caboodle of contraptions to conquer challenges. And try saying that 5 times fast. The twins go on adventures in story mode, which tells some of the classic Commander Keen tales, as well as a whole bunch of brand new ones. In story mode, you'll overcome aliens, collect power-ups, and explore Mars and beyond. You can also go helmet to helmet with other players in battle mode, a real-time, head-to-head race through an alien landscape where you need to control checkpoints and claim the flag to gain ultimate victory. Commander Keen will soft launch this summer on iOS and Android phones. So, please go visit gokeen.com to pre-register to receive unique in-game rewards and hot Commander Keen launch updates. We really can't wait.
I'm already
to kick
depressed
some
enough
asteroid
that they
into
just
a
brought
world.
out a free-to-play Detective Conan game. Quit rubbing salt in the wound. I mean, the worst kind, a free-to-play gatsed the hell out of Detective Conan. Free-to-play.
At Bethesda,
Very
we,
free-to-play
like
game.
you, love mobile games. In addition to Blades and the upcoming Commander Keen, millions of you have enjoyed Fallout
Description is so
Shelter, which has now
disingenuous.
reached over 150 million downloads and counting. For fans of collectible card games, we brought the Elder Scrolls Legends to mobile, so you could experience the Elder Scrolls in a new way. This year, the Legends community has continued to grow thanks to a lot of upgrades, new features, and new content. It's a great experience for a night of gaming or a quick match over a cup of coffee.
This is why you mute your phone when if you're gonna play games in a public like that. It's common courtesy. They're playing the Song of the Dragonborn.
Make your play.
What kind of notification even was that?
See? Dragons. If you enjoy other card games but are looking for something that provides a little deeper challenge, you can download Legends for free on the App Store and begin playing tonight. Legends' next expansion, Moons of Elsewhere, will be available on June 27th for PC, Mac, mobile, and tablet. You can head over to Bethesda.net to get a glimpse at the new cards and content, or play it this week in our booth. I'll see you there, clapping. Now, speaking of new content, 3 weeks ago, we released Rage 2, and now Insanity Rules for millions of players around the world. But we wanted to do more than just deliver a critically acclaimed open-world shooter. We've already added community challenges that reward you just for having fun in the wasteland, and we've got a lot more planned with new features rolling out this week. The world of Rage 2 will become
Can't
even
anyone
more
just
unpredictable,
release a
even more
finished
insane.
game anymore? Is that really too much to ask?
Look all around at this destructibility. Withstand when the red barrels drop unweekly. There's no left to the score. Fight around the bend. All of this and more is waiting in the wasteland.
Nothing else, Bethesda actually is significantly better than Microsoft at making a trailer.
That's my next tattoo.
In every conceivable way.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mech.
Every single complaint I had about Microsoft's trailers earlier today are pretty much rectified in spades by these. Still don't care about this game, but nice trailer.
Please welcome executive producer at Machine Games, Jörg Gustafsson.
Hello everyone. After liberating America from the Nazi scum in Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus...
Oh, this is the Wolfenstein Daughters thing?
This
What was the name of that again?
Take you back to Europe with 2 new Wolfenstein games.
Oh, 2 new games.
First, we are bringing Nazi killing into virtual reality with Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. As a hacker working for the French resistance, you will take control of Nazi war machines and turn them against their creators. Cyberpilot will be available this July, and it's playable this week in our E3 booth.
Could be good.
And if you haven't fought Nazis in VR, you don't know what you are missing.
I haven't fought Nazis in VR, I can honestly say that.
As I said, we have 2
You've got a niche you can fill now.
games. This summer, we are going to be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood.
Ah, that's what it was called, yeah. I remember now.
With a gameplay experience that is bigger than any previous Wolfenstein game. You will have more weapons and weapon upgrades than ever before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and, of course, even more evil Nazis to kill. And in Youngblood, you can kill those Nazis with a friend. Yes, Wolfenstein is going co-op. Youngblood is set in the 1980s, 2 decades after the new Colossus. BJ Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi-occupied Paris, and it's up to his twin daughters, Jess and Soph, to track him down. In Youngblood, you can still play by yourself, or you can partner with a pal to double up on shooting, stabbing, and killing Nazis. Check it out.
Paris. Nazi country.
That's where Papa is, so that's where we're going.
We can find him. Together.
I may have an assignment suitable for 2 Nazi killers such as yourselves.
So where does the dynamic of having 2 main characters come in? That's what I'm curious about. The rest is, you know, it's more Wolfenstein. Which isn't a bad thing. Still want to know why there are 2 main characters. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. Is this 2-player co-op? Is that what's going on? I'm assuming with an AI if you're playing by yourself. It was a nice audio touch.
Just enjoy life for a second, Jess.
Wolfenstein Youngblood releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 26th.
And it's coming to Stadia later this year, if I remember correctly.
And if you can't wait, stop by our E3 booth to play this week. Thank you.
We confirm that.
And now, I'd like to welcome to the stage my dear friends from Arcane Lyon, who worked with us on these two Wolfenstein games, Dinga and Sebastian.
Yep, it's coming to Stadia. Just later, because Stadia's not out yet.
We love you too.
Hi, I'm Dinga Bakaba and game director at Arcane Lyon.
Bonsoir, I'm Sébastien Mitton, art director in the same studio.
So, along with partnering with our good friends at Machine Games on Wolfenstein, we've been working on other projects at Arcane Lyon. And tonight, we're excited to announce our latest first-person action game. It's something innovative, stylish, and different from anything we've done before.
Let me begin by saying bienvenue to the frozen island of Black Reef.
I didn't understand that.
Of mystery, where looks can kill. The game takes place during what we say in French is a période de folie, a time of madness.
And now that we've given you a small taste of the world, let us introduce you to our two deadly rivals, Colt and Juliana.
This place isn't a paradise. It's a prison. Out here, we're trapped.
We're free.
In this endless, eternal cycle.
Nowhere to run to, baby.
My life's purpose is on this island.
And I can't let this go on any longer. The more days I repeat,
The longer that I'm out here,
the more certain I am
of what I have to do. The only way to protect the cycle
the only way to break this cycle
is to kill you.
Show me gameplay and I might be sold on this.
Time is on my side.
It's from the Dishonored guys too, that's promising.
Deathloop combines a mind-bending story with meticulously designed levels and, of course, Arcane signature gameplay that lets you approach every situation any way you like. Because in the endless clash between these two extraordinary assassins, how you play is up to you.
Plus, I think it's really fucking cool. Excuse my French.
Yeah, maybe maybe you should have said that in French actually.
Maybe not.
But it's also pretty fucking true. Because because we will take you on a trip unlike any other, and we really hope that you enjoy
As
the
much
ride.
as I appreciate dad
Merci beaucoup.
jokes,
Thank you very much.
It's a wonderful way to get away
the eyes again.
from all the pressures in life.
I think the sense of
They had to
community
bring the
has
eyes
really
back.
helped me as a person because I'm typically very isolated.
It's definitely very confidence building.
It's brought me out of my shell and stopped being an introvert.
I could like be a hero and do all these things.
You find really creative, really fun, really talented people.
Meet people who are in my group that I've only known as a character.
Probably made more friends online than I have in real life.
The games that you bring out just help.
I'm guessing
people,
this is
honestly.
My parents were refugees from the Vietnam
this is
War, which is why I'm
probably
also fascinated
supposed to
by
be
elements of
inspiring,
war.
but seriously, those eyes.
Kind of put me out of the worry and the stress.
I was in a dark place for a while, and I told myself I wasn't going to be there anymore. And so now the only dark places that I'm allowed to go are in dungeons and ESO.
Just being someone who is LGBT, it's nice to be
Okay,
able
if I
to
shut
sit
my
down
eyes.
and play these games and feel accepted for who I am.
It's really nice to see that their storyline has some sort of emotional effect on me as a player.
And I just really admire the creativity that goes into the process of making these big worlds with these amazing stories.
Okay, got a little bit of that. Sounded good and inspiring.
Fantastic worlds and telling these stories.
As long as I don't have to look at it.
Passion to deliver the very best experiences for our players. Hi, I'm James Altman, Director of Publishing at Bethesda.
And I'm Robert Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id Software. Tonight we have some exciting new technology to show you that can dramatically improve gaming for millions.
So for the past 2 decades, we've approached game development not by looking at what is possible today, but with a vision of what can be possible tomorrow. And at Bethesda, we're proud of our legacy of innovation, where again and again we've changed the industry. We were the first to use physics-based engines for sports games. We were groundbreakers with go anywhere, do anything, open world RPGs. We are the inventors of the first-person shooter, which is now the world's most popular form of gaming. We are pioneers in downloadable content and the first to bring mods to consoles. And actually, since we first brought mods to consoles in 2016, there have been 1 billion mod downloads for Fallout and Skyrim. We, of course, developed the first commercially viable VR technology, revealed in our E3 booth in 2012. Yes, that is the original VR headset, held together by tape and worn by our very own Tim Willits.
I have so many things I want to say to that.
And of course, we are well known as developers of best-in-class engine technology with our id Tech engine.
VR was a thing long before that.
Innovation and creativity is in our DNA, and all of these advances were done with one goal in mind: to improve player experiences. So tonight, we have exciting new technology to announce.
We're going to show you the result of years of research and development. Cutting-edge game engine-based technology we've developed specifically for game streaming.
Now, we'd like to introduce you to Orion. Orion is a tremendous breakthrough in streaming technology. It is our name for a group of patented technologies that optimize game engines for performance in a cloud environment. Orion can work with any game engine and will improve player experiences no matter which game you're playing or whether you're streaming on Stadia, on xCloud, or another streaming platform.
Like PlayStation Now?
How does Orion work?
The exciting game streaming services you've been hearing so much about have largely focused on hardware solutions to address the complex challenges
GeForce
of
now.
streaming. There's a lot of words.
Oh, the classic version. I
We
guess they
used our
replaced that.
expertise in developing game engine software and took a different approach. By incorporating Orion technology at the game engine level, we're able to stream game content up to 20% faster per frame, leading to a dramatic reduction in latency. In addition, an Orion-enabled game can stream with up to 40% lower bandwidth. And happily, for game developers, Orion technology is easy to integrate with your game build with our SDK.
Well, what does that mean for you? It means that streaming games will be faster and better with Orion. And Orion substantially reduces the cost of streaming for players.
Sounds like
and
something
for
you should have
so
done
it
at
won't matter if your friends and
GDC
family are sucking up all the
rather than
bandwidth,
E3.
or if you live far away from a data center. With Orion,
Don't get
you'll
me
still
wrong,
be
this
able to
is
stream your
interesting
game
and all.
at max settings.
But I'm a tech geek. I would find this interesting.
Now, as with any new computer technology, one must ask the question, can it play Doom?
Good question. Can it stream an unrelenting, fluid, first
I would hope so, because you put that game on Stadia.
resolution at 60 frames per second? Let's see.
And showed it off at GDC, I might add. What a coincidence.
I'd like to introduce Shale Williams, tech specialist from id Software, who is showing you just that here live on stage.
So Shale is streaming an Orion-enabled Doom 2016 right now to that mobile device. As you can see, there is no reduction in visual fidelity.
What are they using?
Doom at 60 frames
What cloud
per
service are
second
they using? Or
without
are they just
perceptible
streaming directly from your servers?
And we want you all to experience this powerful streaming technology yourself as we test and refine it. So for a chance
It's
to be
only
among the
impressive
first
if you're
in the
using
world
one of the real
to stream
things.
Doom 2016 for free, all you need to do is join the Doom Slayers Club by registering at slayersclub.com tonight. Because everybody could use a little more Doom in their lives.
And we'll see you in hell.
Doom Eternal, I presume?
What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. If you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. It is written. It is their time to give penance. You are but one man. They are no
That was a
your people to save.
some cool new takedowns in there. Naturally, that's what they go out on, because they always do. Well, this was going to be one of the Stadia launch titles, wasn't it?
That was awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm Marty Stratton, the executive producer of Doom Eternal. And I'm... Thank you. And I'm Hugo Martin, the game's creative director.
I need to wake myself up a bit.
As you just saw, we're not just building a world for Doom, it's an entire universe. Earth is on the brink of annihilation. It's being consumed by demons, and your crusade to save it will take you across dimensions, to locations never seen before in Doom, from heaven and hell to the Sentinel homeworld and beyond. Yeah. There is so much to see and discover, but Doom is first and foremost about gameplay. And Doom Eternal promises to be the ultimate power fantasy. The fun comes from mastering the experience, because you are the Doom Slayer, the strongest, fastest demon killer in existence, and nothing can stand in your
I
way.
preferred it when we used to call him Doom Guy, personally.
Absolutely.
He was so...
Of course, the challenge
How do I
in
want to say
Doom
it?
is all about
Flippant.
handcrafted combat, but also engaging level design. And in Doom Eternal, the game always has something new to throw at you, even deep into the campaign. Let's take a look.
I was about to compliment the transitions, and then there was a jarring one right after that.
Thanks. You know, it's so important to us at id Software that every aspect of the gameplay has real meaning to you, the player. Every enemy is different, every weapon has a purpose, and every decision you make really counts. The only path to victory in Doom Eternal is to aggressively control the fight, with amazing agility, powerful guns, and critical resources. That's right, I'll tell you, we absolutely can't wait for you to play it. And some of you won't have to wait too long. If you are lucky enough to be in the room tonight, you'll have a chance to play it immediately following the show. And for those not here, but at E3 this week, we'll have Doom Eternal playable in the Bethesda booth all week. Yeah. But enough talk. Let's see how it all comes together. And watch as this perfect killing machine goes to work.
Charting a flight path to Mars. Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Approaching planetary entry phase. Prepare for turbulence.
This setting, though. And then you let it drop off in pretty much the most normal-looking hellscape you can think of. There's so much they could have done with that. Maybe they will later on in the stage. Remember when you used to be able to see his face when he was getting hurt? Good times. Oh, modern gamers don't know what you're missing. Doom used to be such a simple affair. You didn't even have to aim. Something's on the screen and you shoot, it just kind of dies. Now that is an ultimate power fantasy. Yeah, I've seen those. Oh, come on. Can't even show the BFG. I actually recognize some of those people.
Thanks.
They just keep them on screen a little longer.
All right. That was classic. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks. We're so excited because the gameplay that you just saw is just a piece of what you're going to play this week at E3. Yeah. But I bet a lot of you are wondering, when do we get to play Doom Eternal at our home?
Well, you don't have to wait too much longer. Not quite tomorrow. But Doom Eternal will release
The day after tomorrow.
on November 22nd.
Considering it's supposed to be a Stadia launch title, unless I'm getting my wires crossed, I think you might have given away the actual release date for Stadia.
An amazing collector's edition we're really proud of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an actual helmet. Yeah, you could wear that.
Guys, have you heard about Fallout 76? You really want to remind people about that?
This guy's already got it.
That's right.
Already a badass.
He's already got one on.
All right, well, we've got one more thing we know that you've been waiting to hear about. Our totally new Doom multiplayer experience. We call it Battle Mode. We've been developing this in-house at id, and it's unlike anything you've played before.
Yeah, we've been so pumped at id to share this with you. This is pure Doom, but with your friends, where 2 player-controlled demons take on 1 fully loaded Slayer in a fight to the death. This is a first-person fighter, where it's demon strategy versus Slayer skill.
You know, we can't wait because we know you'll love the different play styles of the various demons, because each has unique movement, attacks, and abilities.
They can even spawn AI demons to control the battlefield and help you take down the Slayer. It's strategic, competitive, and it's a ton of fun. And we can't wait to share more details with you this year at QuakeCon.
That's right, a lot more to share at QuakeCon, but before we go, we do want to take a first look at Doom Eternal's new multiplayer. On behalf of our amazing team at id in Dallas and Frankfurt, Germany, we want to thank you all so much for your support.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, best I can figure, Doom Eternal was supposed to be a Stadia launch title.
Fight. Demon health critical. Slayer health critical. Slayer killed. Round 2. Demon summon. Final round. Fight.
Honestly, that's not what I play that game for, but whoever wants that, more power to you.
Another round of applause, please, for Marty Hugo and all of our presenters tonight. And for everyone at our studios around the globe that have worked so hard on the great games you've seen tonight, we say thank you. 2019 marks 25 years of Doom. So, to celebrate, we will be going all out with Doom at QuakeCon this summer. We're adding a whole host of panels and activities dedicated to Doom, which we call DoomCon. Yeah, see what we did there?
What happened to QuakeCon?
Quake and put Doom.
Yes, I saw what you did there.
We hope you can come hang out with us in Dallas at our inaugural event in London. If you can't, please tune in online. Until then, go to Bethesda.net for more info on all the games you saw tonight. If you're here at E3 this week, we'll have hands-on with many of our games, so be sure to stop by our booth. In the meantime, thanks for playing, thanks for watching, and thanks to all of you for being part of the Bethesda community. Have a great night.
At Bethesda, we're in the business of creating heroes.
But the true hero is you.
It's like we hand you this malleable clay and you do these extraordinary things that we never could have imagined.
We get to build these worlds and these communities, and you all come in and you play, and you bring these worlds that we create to life.
You help us build richer worlds.
You add meaning to everything we do.
We are glad you're here.
We're so glad you're here.
To the heroes.
To the heroes.
I have a question.
Shit, I don't have a drink.
If you make a game and no one ever plays it, has that game had a meaning? All right. Well, preliminary thoughts on that. Doom Eternal looks good as expected. Still, that release date looks suspicious. Wolfenstein Youngblood looks good as expected. Wolfenstein VR, whatever that was called, looks intriguing. I'll have to try that out. I didn't think we were going to hear anything about Starfield or Elder Scrolls 6, so not really disappointed in something I wasn't expecting. Would have been amazing if they had. I think that pretty much sums it up. So I've got like 4 more of these to go, so I think I will save some of my energy for those for now. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon for the Ubisoft to start with their dance-off that they always do. I'll see you then. Signing out.